when you challenge them, you say we fighting under the WBC rules, we fighting under the WBO rules, fighting under these rules, we fighting under IBF rules, and even Teofimo Lopez. I mean, all of them. This is how they operate because of that 10-pound rehydration clause that the IBF does have, and so I think that does change the fighter. But when you put a rehydration clause on a nigga who, hell, there was a rehydration clause on Mario Barrios. What Tank got a rehydration clause on Mario Barrios? 140 belt that they was fighting for, and it was the WBC belt. Oh, excuse me, the WBA belt, the WBA, not WBC, WBA belt. So there ain't no rehydration clause in that. What's the rehydrate? What's it for? To gain an advantage.
Yeah,
it's always something about that advantage.
That's true, man.
It's always something about that advantage.
I don't know, man.
Though. How about Devin Haney fighting them little short midget fighters?
Say it again.
How about Devin Haney fighting these short midgets?
well, Devin big as hell.
Yeah, he is.
He big as shit. He big as shit. He big. Hey, I done seen Devin in person, and shit, I'm 6'5", right? I'm looking at them. I'm like, God damn, this a little big motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? When you look at him, and yeah, I understand it, but at the same time, I also understand, and I think that draining yourself, there's a win lose to all of it. When you making weight and you draining yourself, it's cool to drain water weight, but when that gets to a point that you start to drain muscle, you know what I'm saying? And then your stamina isn't there, your power isn't there. I watched Devin fight Regis. I think Regis got a hell of a chin. And I watched Devin put Regis down, hurt him multiple times, and I'm like, damn, Devin wasn't hurting shit. He wasn't hurting shit at goddamn 35, but now he hurting Regis at 40. Well, he ain't cutting as much weight. He ain't got to cut as much. He ain't cutting muscle no more. His stamina was better. And I think that a lot of these fighters, they drain themselves to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? And I thought Devin should have moved up probably in 2019, 2020. I thought that was the perfect time, but he wanted to be undisputed. And he did that. He did that. Shout out to that brother. But at the same time, I think he'll be a better fighter at 40. I think he'll be even better at 47 because look at his dimensions. The man, he the same height as Bud, with 2 inches with a 2-inch less arm reach. He'll feel much more comfortable at that weight than he would where he currently fighting. And so I think because they young, they done train them to kind of do that and have that mindset of cutting weight crazy. But as your body start to grow, bro, you got to move up, bro. Like you got to let that shit go, bro. Like the nigga went and Devin started doing behind the scene weigh-ins and all type of shit. Nigga come into the weigh-in in the morning in a hoodie. I'm like, bro, you in Nevada? This was for the Lomachenko fight. I'm like, bro, you in Nevada? It's goddamn 97 degrees out there, bitch, and you got a hoodie on, sweatpants, hell no, bro. You killing yourself to make weight. I already seen you look like the Crypt Keeper, you know what I'm saying, in the first in the Cambosis fight. I seen you look like the Crypt Keeper, so you're killing yourself to make weight. Shout out to him for sacrificing, and he told us he was sacrificing, but I think that as he moves up, I think he'll be that much more of a better fighter. The same, I think, with look at Shakur. Shakur, when he was down at 26, hell, at 30, he was like, "Fuck it, I can't even make the weight no more. I'm pissing all type of muscle out trying to make this damn weight." In his last fight, he didn't even try to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I can't make it." And that's these young guys, they killing themselves to make weight. The difference is that I think Devin is just a tad bit more disciplined than Shakur, so he can do it, but I don't need to see him do it no more. I'm looking for him to make other fights happen because what I seen at 40 versus what I seen at 35, a total different Devin.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one, dude. And you actually made a good point when it came to the weight drainage, man. I mean, I want to get off topic here, but as far as Earl Spence, dude, I think he shot himself in the foot being loyal and staying at fucking 47 too long for Bud.
Killed
I
himself.
think, yeah, I
Killed
think,
himself.
and look, this look for real. This is not an excuse, dude. He a man of his word, but that shit came and bit him in the ass, dude. He stayed at 47 way too long.
And you got to look at when EJ he done been at 47 for damn near 9 years.
10 years, bro. That shit was 10, bro. He was at that. He was at
And
10 years.
You got Bud moving up. He came from 35. You feel me?
Yep.
He moving up, and he
Yep.
able to put weight on. And then even when he got to 47, he was able to take multiple fights. You know what I'm saying? To get acclimated to the weight to be ready for the fight. Whereas EJ, he been killing himself so damn long that he when the fight is here and respectfully, I say it respectfully, but we know EJ he not the most disciplined fighter outside the ring. He not.
Hey, hey, bro. Yeah, no cap. I ain't gonna lie about that one, dude. See, I gave EJ, I gave him a chance to beat Bud, right?
I
But when
pick
I heard
EJ.
that,
I pick EJ to win that fight. I pick EJ.
yeah, yeah, look, like some people were throwing that at me. What you just said now, they was like, man, he got in that car accident and he been at 47 too long. I downplayed that shit. I said, man, he gonna be all right. But then when I thought about it, I said, damn, Bud coming up, so he gonna be full, he gonna be straight. He gonna have all the power he need. Whereas EJ, man, he killing himself to make weight. Bud is straight. He almost at his walk around weight at 47. Bud walk around probably at 160. You got EJ walking around at 180.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
and Bud had those extra 12 pounds to come up in weight. 12 pounds is huge in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And as far as weight goes. So when he had those extra pounds to come up, and then he able to acclimate himself to the weight, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
Bud is very disciplined. The man walk around, you know what I'm saying, damn near 160, cutting 14 pounds versus cutting goddamn 34
Mm-hmm.
pounds. That's a huge difference. That's a
But
huge
see,
difference.
but you got to think about this, right? EJ said to himself after the accident, right? That boy said he got up to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
He should have left the division alone. Blooming up to 200 pounds, ain't no way you go down to 47, bro. Ain't
Right.
no way.
And when he did against lesser competition, and I think this is the one thing that kind of confused us on what we was looking at. Against lesser competition, he could do it and still
Hmm.
be PJ. Whereas against a fighter like Bud, and I'm a fan of Bud as well. I love boxing in general, so I love great fighters, and I think Bud is one of those fighters. I think EJ one of those fighters. I just think that Bud, because of the discipline, because of him
Yep.
being able to come up in the weight or come up with the weight that he was able to do, um, he the fight is set up perfectly for him. I don't always agree with how Bud was moving outside of the ring, right?
Hmm.
So that I think that played into some of my bias, and so I picked EJ. But hell, I want to see the fight at 54. I think it's a
And
different fight
you
at 54.
and you're right. You know what? I don't like to play the woulda, shoulda, coulda game, but man, I can only. I want to picture that shit. Like, what would have happened if EJ never got into the accident, or even after the accident, he just went up to 154 and went up to 160? I think he'd have been a little bit better, honestly.
That's why I say I think it's a different fight. I still, and from what I seen from Bud in the first fight, I still think that Bud is a level ahead of EJ.
Yep.
So in the next fight, and I believe they with PBC signing with Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I think that we're gonna see this fight next year. But I think it's
Hmm.
fight gonna have to is gonna have to happen at 54. And when it happened at 54, I think we see both fighters look different because even Bud himself said with him being what 34, I mean 35, 36, him saying he said it was hard for him to make 47. If it's hard for him to make 47, EJ been killing himself to make 47, killing himself.
Hey, and did you see the epilogue when EJ was on the balcony and his chef had served him some food or whatever? You seen how he looked?
I didn't.
Yeah, dude looked drained, bro. Like I didn't. If I would have seen that, I'd have been said, yeah, he ain't gonna win this fight, dude. Dude looked like he was out of it. Like he was high as hell, man.
But
That was, huh?
at the same time, the same way I thought Devin was drained against Lomachenko. I thought he was drained in both Cambosis fights.
Yeah.
Hey, if you, I always say, Mr. Gary, you know what I'm saying, Gary Russell, one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying. I'm from Georgia, but shout out to the DMV. When Mr. Gary got in there and he had a shoulder injury against Mark Masseo, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you no extra credit for going in and fighting injured. I'm not giving you extra credit. Once you get in the ring, whatever the results are the result. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's why I say, like I said, I'm a fan of Devin. I don't want to see the man kill himself to make weight. I want to see the best Devin. And the Devin I saw against Regis was a total different Devin than I done seen in his entire career.
I want to see a Devin be like that with somebody his size.
You said what?
I want to see Devin be like that with somebody his size.
I doubt it. I'm sorry, I doubt it.
Yeah, like
If there's somebody his size, you tell me the fighter you want to see him against. But if they're his size, nine times out of ten, not always, but the majority of the time, Devin gonna be the better boxer. And one thing I love about Devin, he gonna handicap you. He gonna take what you do best away from you and make you beat him
Mm,
away. And so I think
he
that
didn't do that with Lomachenko.
he he
He did
did.
that with his last fight.
The reason he was able to win the fight against Lomachenko is because what he did was he sat down. He fought a different style than he normally fights. He sat in the pocket with Lomachenko. He worked the body. He put that body work in early, and then in the 12th round, you know what I'm saying. When a lot of people were saying, I thought Devin was winning the fight, but I thought Lomachenko won the 11th round, the 10th round. I thought he won both of those.
Yeah, the
Spectacular
King
though.
almost killed him in there.
I agree with it. But when it came to that 12th round, the body work that Devin had put in, and
yeah,
then the continuous championship mindset that Devin had, it allowed him to prevail in that fight.
but it's like, look, it's
I,
like Ross said though, against somebody with his size, right? See, you put him in there with I wouldn't even say a boots, but you put him in there with somebody with the same skill level as him, he don't look the same, and that's straight up.
Hold
Regis,
on. Wait. There's a difference between the same skill level and the same size. I don't think there's anybody outside of Boots that brings the same skill level and size that Devin brings to the table. I don't see nobody like that.
but the thing is, all Devin can do is box. That's all he's proven. He just proved that he can box. What about when he got to get up in there with somebody like Tank that's gonna touch that chin up? See, you can't box every fighter. Floyd said that.
He gonna specifically against Tank. See, the difference is that with Tank, and this is what I'm looking forward to seeing the Tanks in the contract. I want to see the fight. I picked Devin to win. I think Devin, because of the
Devin to
size,
beat Tank.
I think that size, that length advantage, as well as the IQ. I think Tank has a hell of an IQ, hell of footwork, a great boxing mind, some of the best power that we didn't see in the sport outside of Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? At the same time, you got to have a system. You got to be able to land that power. And I think what Tank or what Devin brings to the table handicaps Tank from a lot of his best attributes, especially with the size difference in that fight. Hence the reason I think Tank won the rehydration clause.
Hmm. See, this the keys to victory I got for Tank if he fought Devin. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Then let Devin, you know, tire himself out because Devin gonna get gassed out. We already know that. And then Tank gonna light him up. That's just what it is, bro. Tank can pressure him all he want because Devin don't know how to fight going backwards, bro.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait a minute!
He
Wait.
don't. He don't,
Wait,
bro.
hold on. Wait a minute.
He's a look. He's a good boxer, bro. But man, he can't really fight. Like he can't fight going back. Like
So Devin can't fight off the back foot.